Hi guys, so I'm gonna read Transformers number 7. So flee while you can, Buster. Megatron is the mightiest of Decepticons. I may not survive. So in the previous, so Ratchet's the only living Autobot. Well, Optimus Prime is living, but he's just ahead. So that's what's happened so far. The Transformers Warrior School, a weekend camping trip in northern Oregon's Mount Hood National Forest. For these four college students would normally be a welcome escape from the rigors of their studies, but this cool spring night has more to offer them than the sweet scent of Douglas fir and a dome of stars in the indigo sky. The night gives them sudden, stark terror. Krrk. Oh, what? So Bob Budiansky script, William Johnson pencils, Kyle Baker inks, Rick Parker letters, Nelyan Tov color, Jim Owsley editor, Jim Shooter editor-in-chief. Watch out! Thump. I'm too busy running to watch, Milani. Uh, how did that happen? Who cares? Our tent is ruined. What are we going to do about it? Forget the tent. What are we going to do about that? Forgive me, humans. My intrusion upon your ceremonies was purely unintentional. The terrain of your planet is quite uneven, or is often uneven, quite unlike that of my home planet, Cybertron. I lost my footing and accidentally nudged this brown pipe out of its mooring. Permit me to correct my error. Sure. Listen, Ratchet here is just trying to apologize. He won't hurt you. Believe me, I can understand how a giant talking robot in the middle of the woods can be a bit scary. When I first met Ratchet and his friends, I didn't feel any different. But relax. Ratchet's a good guy, honest. My name's Buster Wiki. Let me help you put your tent back up. Giant talking robot? You sure he won't hurt us? Nah, Ratchet's a doctor. He won't hurt a fly. What is this? That's fire. I know fire. What is it that produces the fire? That's wood. We build our campfire with it. Wood. Nothing like it exists on Cybertron. What a fascinating source of energy. We're students at a nearby college and... College? You know, college where they prepare us to do battle in the real world one day. So we came here to take a break from our studies to party. Parties! My favorite pastime back on Cybertron. How unfortunate we must leave this one so soon. When I knocked into that pipe, we were looking for the main road so I could drive Buster back to his home. Drive? Show him, Ratchet. Certainly. I am an Autobot. When my comrades and I awoke after lying dormant for 4 million years on your planet, our spacecraft, the Ark, thought it would be our advantage if it gave us the ability of transforming to resemble your planet's native life forms, in my case, an ambulance. However, as soon as we learned, the Ark made the mistake of concluding that motorized vehicles were the intelligent life forms, and not organic creatures like yourselves, with whom the Ark had little prior experience. As it turned out, our Ark-given transformation powers have been an asset anyway. Any questions? I think you just answered all of them. Buster, why don't you two hang out here for a while? We'll have a great time. Ratchet, what do you think? A splendid idea. Please continue the activities, I interrupted. I wish to learn more of what you humans do for a good time. Oh, we were only cooking hot dogs. See, we put 'em on a stick and then cook 'em over a fire for a few minutes. Intriguing. Hot-temperatured protein cylinders. But allow me to demonstrate a more efficient way. First, take a standard-issue laser scalpel, then set the beam for low-energy scan, and within mere seconds, the same results are achieved. Ratch, I don't think these guys have any laser scan... Eee! Buster! What's wrong? What's happening to him? A searing pain explodes inside Buster's skull. For an instant, an image flashes in his mind. an image of the captive head of Autobot leader Optimus Prime inside the Ark. Mere hours earlier, blasting Buster with a coruscating beam of energy. The pain he feels now is the same he felt then. And just as he didn't understand why Optimus Prime hit him with that beam, neither does he understand what causes the pain to recur. So last issue OWS. All Buster knows for sure is, as suddenly as it began, the pain stops. Are you alright? Do you require medical attention, Buster? I'm fine. It's probably just exhaustion. Maybe it's time we all packed up. Our tent is ruined anyway. We could drop you off in your town on the way back, Buster, if you want us to. I think it would be best if I took you home, Buster. No, remember, Ratch, you have more important problems than me to worry about. I'll be okay with them, honest. More important problems. The youth speaks true. No longer can I bury my responsibilities deep within my memory circuits. Though the role of warrior ill befits me, I cannot escape my fate. I am the last Autobot, and I alone am left to stand up to the evil power of the Decepticons. The thought haunts Ratchet long after Buster and the student's departure. A suburb of Portland, or early in the next morning, the first shift is just arriving for work at Black Rock Aerospace, Plant Number 1, where the most technologically advanced jet fighters in the United States are built. Ferdy, will you look at this? A stereo cassette deck. Looks brand new, too. Someone just left it lying around here in the parking lot. You know how I like to punch in one time Oh, well, grab it and let's go, Gabe. You know how I like to punch in one time ever since Boss Blackrock installed all this artillery. Who knows, maybe he'll use it on late workers instead of docking their pay. Come on, stop kidding around. You know all the security's being added to protect the plant. Only since Blackrock's oil rig was stolen by that robot. It's for our own safety. I hear any one of those cannons can sink a small country. Decepticon Commander Shockwave did it last issue. OW's. Oh, okay, enough with the military speeches. General, let's build some jets. You got yourself a deal. Meanwhile, I'll leave my little toy here until I get a chance to play it at lunch break. I think it'll be safe till then. Safety, safety. You're too nervous, amigo. Though perhaps not nervous enough. As ever, these fleshlings are no match for the cunning of Soundwave. By carrying me in here with my cassette deck mode, they've evaded all of this facility's armaments for me. The fools. Fly, Laserbeak. Let's give these fleshlings a lesson in Decepticon labor relations. Changing from tape cassette to robot in mere moments, the lethal Laserbeak soars out of Soundwave's chest compartment. Meanwhile, 2 levels above the plant's operations center. Do you hear that noise? Like metal tearing. Yes, sensors indicate it came from the men's locker area. I'll dispatch an investigation unit to the basement and live. Forget the basement! Investigate this! You and this plant are now property of the Decepticons. Make no attempts to resist this edict, fleshlings. Sprow, rap. Let's get out of here. Patoo, patoo. Lead the way. There is no defying my word, fleshlings. Stop your flight. Stop this garbage can. Are your audio sensors failing you, fleshlings? Bwam. Are you just in need of a more persuasive argument? Zoop, zoop, yow! You fleshlings shall recognize your new masters, or die in the learning. Crunch. I take it back, amigo. Being late for work is a good idea sometimes. Kaboom. In the operations room, All of the plant's big weapons point outwards. We can't stop this machine by ourselves. I'm trying to contact the army now. Laserbeak, my radio wave sensors detect a broadcast from that booth. Terminate it. With the precision of a surgeon's scalpel, twin laser cannons blast the radio transmitters in the booth. Pshoo! But barely singe their operators. We've lost. Oh. And soon aboard an oil drilling platform off the Oregon coast. You have carried out my plan most effectively, Soundwave, and have significantly advanced the Decepticon cause. This assembly plant shall fulfill our needs very well indeed. It was the information you gleaned from the files left aboard the oil rig by the human, Blackrock, that allowed me to serve you so well, Commander. Oh. Wait, okay, so Soundwave's talking, so I'm a dumbass. So, it was the information you gleaned from the files left aboard the oil rig by the human, Blackrock, that allowed me to serve you so well, Commander Shockwave. All glory belongs to you. Elsewhere in downtown Portland. And in a weird twist to this story, the giant robot is aiding in transmitting this broadcast, as if to brag to the world of its conquest. Authorities fear the hostage workers may be harmed if retaliation is. They did it to me again. Click. Those blasted walking sardine cans have once again humiliated me. This time, for everyone to see. Hear that, Rust Buckets? J.B. Blackrock isn't beaten yet. Oh, he says, well, I'm not beaten yet. And they will not beat me yet. So 45 minutes later at a nearby hospital, Blackrock Chronic Care Institute. In a private room lies Blackrock employee and computer genius Josie Beller. She's virtually paralyzed from the neck down as a result of a recent Decepticon attack, except for some movement in her right arm, but it is enough to allow her to continue her research activities at the face as before accident. In fact, some might say she's working harder than ever. Josie, are you awake? May I come in? So that was last issue. You're looking better, Josie. I'm glad to see you're working as hard as always. Earning your paycheck, haha. But don't overstrain yourself, okay? Here's the printed circuit design equipment you requested. Wheel it in, boys. This micro etcher will arrive this afternoon. Just remember, it's not possible to ask old GB for too much. But GB Blackrock's jovial mood leaves the room with the technicians moments later. The doctors, they say the damage to your nervous system is extensive. They don't know if you will ever fully recover. And now I failed you again. Those blasted robots took over the assembly plant, the one you designed. I have to go now, but they'll be stopped, I promise. I know they will be stopped, JB. I promise. Mount St. Hilary, the volcano that serves as a most unusual and unexpected harbor for an alien ship, the Ark. Somewhere inside the Ark. What in the name of the great Matrix am I doing here? I'm no warrior. What if I run into a platoon of Decepticons? What will I? By the primordial program itself! The Autobots! Imprisoned, inoperative, just like Buster said they were. Even with all my medical skills, I couldn't begin to repair them before the Decepticons discovered me. But Optimus Prime, he's not among them. Surely he's freed himself. The Autobot leader. No one can hold the invincible Optimus. So that was last issue, Owls. No, but moments later, no! It's all true. Everything Buster told me. Optimus Prime is defeated. Even though I knew, I had to see for myself to believe all is lost. Lost. Ratchet, come forward. Great Optimus, you still function. Put aside your grief, Ratchet. Now is the time for valor. I am not warrior enough to stop the Decepticons by myself. Optimus, I fear the time for valor is past.
Ratchet, the Decepticons allow my continued existence because they plan to use my creation matrix, the legendary Autobot program that creates new Transformer life, for their own dark purposes. Yet, though I seemingly hang here helpless, I have already taken steps to thwart those plans. For untold ages, we Autobots have unceasingly combated the Decepticon evil. Today is your turn, Ratchet. Save us from the Decepticons. Defeat Megatron.
My weapons are insignificant as compared to the might of Megatron. How can I stop him? I'm not a doctor. I'm a warrior. I'm a dumb. I'm a doctor, not a warrior.
As you trained on your native Cybertron to be a doctor, so shall you train on Earth to be a warrior. Experience shall be your instructor. Your own survival shall be the ultimate test. But first, before you can act like a warrior, you must learn to think like a warrior.
Meanwhile, at the Wiki Auto Repair Shop in a suburb of Portland, even when Dad gets out of the hospital in a few days, he won't be able to get back to work for a while. I guess it's up to me to take care of things here at the garage. Buster's father, Sparkblood Wiki, has been recovering from a mild heart attack since Transformers number 4. Ows. Buster, you worry too much. Now, don't make light of Buster's problems. Let's see what we can do to help. I don't think even Lee Iota could help me, Jesse. Dad always said I couldn't tell the difference between a wrench and a screwdriver. How am I going to repair these cars? Maybe you should just repair the machine first while you're at it. I just got 50 cents change for a 60-cent soda. Ha ha. Oh, be serious. Buster's maybe the smartest kid in our high school. He should have no trouble figuring out in a few days how to do something as easy as fixing cars, right? Oh yeah, sure, Jess. Listen, my dad worked over 30 years to become as good as a mechanic as he is. He worked hard. If you think any jerk can learn, just like that, to do what he does, then you're even more useless to have around this garage than me. Why don't you just leave me alone? Come on, I think he means it. Yeah, see you around, Buster. But moments after the pair have left, yow! It's happening again. Worse, it feels like it's gonna crack in two. Oh, it's gone away. What? Were those things floating? Blink, blink. Meanwhile, inside the Ark, think like a warrior. The only thing I can think about is what I'm doing here. Looking for Megatron, the nastiest Decepticon of the bunch. Huh? Clink. Ah! Crunch. And he says, this isn't a good idea. This isn't my idea of a good time at all, so I'll read that again. Huh? Clink. Ah! Crunch.
Megatron! Welcome, Chief Medical Officer Ratchet. You'll be the most impressive addition to my collection of scrapped Autobots.
It'll take more than a recycled reject like you to make spare parts out of me, Megatron. I can't believe I'm hearing myself say this. Bonk.
You dare strike your superior Autobot? Splang. For such effrontery, I shall tear out each wire one by one from your body. Ugh! I shall crush your cerebral circuitry into molecular dust with one hand.
Stay back. I'll shoot if I have to. Looks like I have to. You gave me no choice. Have some laser beam heat and cryogenic cold. These gadgets are not for repairing patients, not fighting enemies. Hope they do the job anyway. Zapfish. They don't even scratch his armor. Doesn't he have any weakness?
So pitiful are your fighting skills that destroying you is scarcely worth the bother. But things have been dull around the Ark lately, and your agonizing end shall provide me with some amusement. some small amusement, at least for a while.
But a sudden transmission interrupts Megatron.
This is Shockwave. Stop whatever you're doing, Megatron, and prepare the head of Optimus Prime for immediate transport. Yes, Commander. Crack.
Ratchet Shockwave, carrying the battered Megatron. Last issue, Owls. Commander Shockwave, what happens to Megatron being in command? As I suspected, Shockwave must have beaten Megatron. Maybe this is the flaw I've been looking for. I can help you, Megatron.
Help me what? Grind Autobots to powder?
Oof, worm.
Help you defend Shockwave.
Or defeat, it should be defeat Shockwave.
Your jest will not save you from your doom.
It's true. I know how he was defeated before. By the Dinobots. I don't know, but I hope he believes me anyway.
Defeat Shockwave?
He's buying it.
I despise that one-eyed metal monstrosity. Ever since even before we left Cybertron to ambush the Autobots in this arc 4 million Earth years ago. As Supreme Decepticon military operations officer, it was his function to devise the strategy of our attack on you when you sought to clear a path through the asteroid belt that threatened Cybertron. But I knew, behind that cold, logical monotone of his, he secretly, treacherously craved the power of my demand. I vowed to deny him, even at the cost of a Decepticon victory. He stayed behind aboard our spacecraft, ostensibly as a backup in case our attack wavered. But this self-serving aspect of his plan can only confirm my suspicions about his true motives. I swore to destroy him after the battle ended, but as a result of a rash act by Optimus Prime, the Ark and everyone aboard, both Autobots and Decepticons, crashed into a nearby world, Earth. We all lay wrecked, inoperative within the confines of the Ark. Shockwave assumed his space scum mode, and having the ability for self-propelled spaceflight, sped towards Earth to investigate. However, his passage through the radiation belts that ring this planet adversely affected his guidance systems. He touched down half a world away from where we had crashed, in a land inhabited by strange, monstrous, carbon-based creatures. Long-time Marvel readers should recognize this place as Savage Land, a tropical region of prehistoric creatures located in Antarctica, so Owls. So they've said that before. So again, it's another tie-in with the Marvel continuity. Eventually, though, they would discard these like little tie-ins to like the main Marvel universe. Before Shockwave could reorient himself to find the Ark, still barely functioning, dispatched 5 Autobot warriors to stop him. As per its programming, the Ark modified these Autobots to blend in with what it perceived were the dominant sentient life forms of the area, and thus the Dinobots were created. What happened next I do not know, but Shockwave was not heard of for 4 million years, until recently, when accidentally reactivated by an Autobot probe, he returned and usurped my command.
This much I knew, or Shockwave told me. Oh, wait, who's talking here? Okay. But more than that, he would not say, for fear I might use the information about what the Dinobots did to him to defeat him myself.
I am not one to be trifled with, Ratchet. Tell me how to defeat Shockwave, or prepare for the most painful end to your pathetic existence.
Tell what? I don't know what the Dinobots did to stop Shockwave, and now he's calling my bluff. But maybe now it's the time to start thinking like a warrior. Take the offensive. Call his bluff. Go ahead and kill me, Megatron. But you'll never find out what you want from me if I'm dead. Your other choice, only choice, is to make a deal with me. Promise to to return the Ark and the Autobots to me. In exchange, I'll destroy Shockwave.
You dare think to succeed where the might of Megatron has failed? Ha! For a condemned prisoner, you have a most surprising sense of humor. Still, playing your game might be more entertaining than killing you. I agree to your terms, but cross me by trying to run away to save your own worthless life. And with one pull of this trigger, I'll reduce all your comrades to metal shavings.
I'm not playing any game, Megatron. I'm just playing for time, and you're giving it to me. We both know that you're the more likely of the two of us to do the crossing around here. So upon receiving evidence of Shockwave's destruction, you'll meet me there on that mountain, a safe distance away from the Decepticons. And that trigger, then, with you away from the Ark, I'll return here and take custody.
Ha ha, certainly, Ratchet, though I hardly expect the happy occurrence that would require me to meet you there shall ever come to pass. Now, to bind our agreement, we shall partake in the most sacred of cybertronic rituals, the rite of oneness.
Yes, it's appropriate, and I'll be morally obliged to honor my part of the deal. I'm trapped.
To symbolize the strength of our agreement, we each contribute a portion of our most precious bodily substance, our fuel, and let our contributions mix and join as one. Now, with this sacrifice, so shall our bond be sealed.
So both of them are talking.
Whoever breaks the bond gives his life forfeit, according to our cybertronic law. In all our history, no Autobot has ever broken the bond. So, Ratchet, go! Destroy Shockwave and restore my command of the Decepticons, or return here in defeat and join your comrades in their doom. Either way I win. Ha 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 ha!
Next issue, In Search of the Dinobots. See, that was a bit of a longer issue. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.